Hey, I'm Katelyn Cowie. I'm a student at the University of South Alabama, majoring in accounting at the Mitchell College of Business. I have been here for 4 years. I've been involved in so many things like Greek life, South Alabama cross country and track team. I've been involved in Circle K and just a bunch of different organizations. I started deciding to come here back in my last semester of senior year. And when I was talking to different people, I was like, where should I go? What school do you think you should end up at? And I started looking around. I really liked South Alabama because it was close to the beach. And I heard it had a good nursing program because all my friends are like, you should go nursing because you're just like such a caring person. You really like helping people out. And so I saw South and I was like, okay, this is where I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to end up. And so I started out my first year, and I wasn't like really like into the classes like I thought it'd be. And I just like was playing along. Like I was thought it'd be really cool to just be nursing. Everyone in my family wanted me to go nursing. My friends, they all thought I should do it. And then fast forward into nursing school, I'm still not engaging in classes. I'm not even like really talking to the professors like I do now, and I'm not even like studying like I used to. I didn't really know for sure what I wanted to major in. I just did that because everybody was like, you probably like that down the road. Just like based off your personality, like we know this will be who you want to be. Because I was so indecisive, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just went with that because everybody else wanted me to do it. I started the first week of nurse school. It's great. I'm grabbing all my books. I'm talking to many new people in nursing. But fast forward 3 weeks of nurse school, I'm so unhappy. I'm literally talking to my now fiance that I don't really like this. I'm miserable. I'm not even like really participating in class. I'm just going with the flow. Like I'm not even taking notes in class, and I'm not engaged like I used to be. And I go into like the first month after, and I'm talking to mom like I want to drop out. I'm tired of it. I can't do it anymore. And she tells me, well, you're doing so good, and you only have a year left. You should just finish it out. And your grandfather, he's been telling everybody you love nursing. You should just keep going with it. And he's like so happy. Like he's never had anybody who's done this before. And he's always wanted somebody in the family to do it. And so I'm like, okay, I'll try to keep going. And then a month later, I'm sitting with my friends, like right before I'm about to do another check off. I'm like, I think I'm going to fail this check off. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to fail it. And I just like, because I really wasn't happy. I was absolutely done. Like, I didn't even really like practice for the check off at all. And so they're like, come on, you can pass it, you can pass it. And I'm like, I'm going to fail it. I'm going to fail it. And because I was trying to like, I wasn't really like showing that I was done. But in my head, I was just like, I'm kind of going to hint at it that I was done. So I purposely failed it. And then I walked out and I kind of like fake cried to my mom because I was like, cause she really wanted me to do it. And I was just like finally convinced her. I was like, I just failed this check off. Like I usually don't fail stuff, but I failed it. So does that mean I can finally get out of nursing school? And she was like, well, if you actually fail something, then you can quit, I guess. And so I was like, awesome. And then so she was like, where are you going to go? And I was like, well, everyone in my family, they've always like, y'all, like you've been successful, mom, with your like working elections. And my grandmother, she was CPA, and my grandfather, he even owned several chains in a gas station business called the Cowie Mart. And so I was like, I'm just going to go there. I'll probably do finance and see where it goes from there. When I started at the Mitchell College of Business, everybody was super supportive. I actually took 6 classes during the summer, and it was insane. Like everybody, like my advisor was like, "Don't do it, don't do it," and I was like, "I can do it. I think I'll be fine." And one of the classes I took that summer, accounting to 11, I met Professor Madden, and she was my biggest inspiration for accounting because after like the first day of class, I like everything clicked with journal entries, everything. Like I felt like this is where I'm meant to be. Like I loved it so much. And then after the first exam, I talked to Professor Madden and I was like, I'm a finance major, like that's what I'm thinking about. And she was like, you should really go after accounting. Like I can definitely see you have a future in it. And so off those words, I decided to do accounting as well. But after like going into the next semester, I decided not to do finance, and I just like slowly focusing on accounting to get where I want to be.
I first met Katelyn when I was teaching a summer class, and summer classes are pretty intense. You come every day for 2 hours, and so we were teaching a chapter a day. And normally in a full semester, that chapter would cover like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. So we were 2 hours a day, getting a whole week in one sitting. It's kind of like a fire hose of information put out to you. So I was a little nervous about how the whole class was going to work, but we had a fabulous class that summer, highest grades we ever had. And Katelyn, sat right up front, and she just jumped right into the challenge. She was always asking you questions, always challenging the solutions manual. And she would email me and say, I don't think the solutions manual is right. Yeah, I think it is. And we walk through and show her that it was right. But she just really jumped on that challenge, and you could tell she really enjoyed the class because she always came prepared, always had questions, was ready to go. And then she took the second half of principles, that second half of the summer. So she did principles 1 and 2 in a very short time span, and then went right into her more accelerated classes. And she was still enjoying it and still liking it. So it's like, okay, we've hooked her. She likes the subject. She wants to excel. And so it just kind of took off from there.
So Professor Madden, she pretty much just was the main inspiration for me to do the accounting. Every day in class, she made me more, how she just taught made me see that I wanted to do accounting. She just taught it so well, it inspired me, and I just went from there at that class. So after that summer, I started the fall semester at the Mitchell College of Business. And my first thing I did there was I became a JAG pal for Professor Weldy. And it's basically a JAG pal is someone who mentors students. They serve as a supporting role as they go through college. And I was in her Business 150 class, and as soon as I met her, I knew she was so supportive of my journey throughout the entire time I've been at the Mitchell College of Business. We even laughed outside of class, and we even ate lunch a couple times, so it's really awesome.
Katelyn has been the JAG Pal for BUS 150 Introduction to Business for the last 3 semesters, and she is a valuable resource for the students. She helps them with so many things as far as preparing to be successful in college and accomplish their goals.
So my anxiety went away greatly just because I found something I was really passionate about. I was actually doing schoolwork, and I was like, oh, I love this. It didn't I didn't get bored of it. I was actually willing to do it. And then when I was in the classroom with the professors, I was always raising my hand, actually engaging with them, talking to them, asking more stuff after class about how this relates to the real world in accounting. I was just that passionate about it. And then I kept going from there, and I've been involved in so many stuff around campus, especially the Mitchell College of Business, and that's helped me grow more in my love for accounting. So actually, I took an internship over the summer, and it was really awesome. I met so many good people, met some great partners at Horton Burton Lee CPA firm in Birmingham, Alabama. And after a few months, they offered me a position there. And for right now, I'm working remotely with them. And then after I graduate, I'll be a staff accountant there. And I hope to one day become a partner in the CPA firm. If anybody's in the situation where they don't know where they want to even continue with their major, then I would just say, just go with what your heart desires. If you think you're done with it and you don't want to do any part of it, just get out of it. Even if you have a semester left, it's what makes you happy. That's where you're going to see yourself in the future. So go after that. You just need to do what makes you happy. You don't go with what your parents are saying. Even if it may upset you that they're not happy with you, then just do what you want to do.